Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Gearing kids and that. So I figured everybody else was going to be busy too, so I didn't get on the didn't get on here. So I'm trying to get this. There we go. Hopefully everybody's having fun, and I guess the winter ain't over for some of us yet. I guess see we got some areas getting snow and winds and flooding up in Canada. It's just crazy. So hey, somebody's in here. Hello. Hey guys. And it's been quite interesting down here lately. um, hey, Matt. Hope you're enjoying your supper there. That'd tear me up. Hey, just put this thing on silent. Do, 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 do. Anyway. Ah. Yeah, earlier today, Squirrel got a hold of me and said, Dad, somebody's hit my car. I said, what do you mean? Well, at first she described it as somebody keyed it, and then she sent me a picture. I said, no, somebody hit your car. Somebody hit and run Squirrel's car sometime during the night. And then last week, went to take Squirrel's car in to get a tire fixed and found out somebody used a cordless nailer and shot two finish nails into her tire and loosened some lug nuts. So yeah, poor Squirrel's kind of having some issues. Hey Greg, hey Matt, hey Matthew Johnson. How you doing? Oh, I bet you it gives you a nice warm fuzzy feeling. So yeah, I don't think it'll. One of my buddy goes, "Well, that ain't that bad." Well, that's not the point. It's the fact that her car's been hit. Let's see. I don't know if it'll show or not. Starts there. Starts there, and go. From what I could tell, it goes up the side of the car to the door. And when I was over there looking at her car, I could see the scuff mark on the tire. So, but now I'm a little concerned. It looks like the gap in front of the wheel and behind the wheel is different. So, yeah. And the one time I heard something last night, I should have got up and looked out. I just thought it was the neighbor coming home. So it may not have been. It's not going too bad there, Dave. We got we still got green grass. We just got the rain yesterday, and I do think we got the freeze last night. So yeah. Um, oh man. So been cleaning in the shop. I'll take you guys out there in the shop in a few minutes. Here. It totally looks different in here. Uh yeah, our stuff is getting tore up faster than we can fix it. And the fuel pump in the tile today, and I know I pulled on that fuel line, but there's no room for anybody to get up in there. But somehow the fuel line has slid off the fuel pump. Yeah. So now, hopefully, I've got an idea. I just gotta now that I've got the shop cleaned up and it's safe to do stuff in here. Welding line. Well, actually, I'll do the welding outside. I'm going to make a tool. Hopefully, I can reach over the frame and push the fuel line back on without having to drop the tank again. I can't do that. But yeah, and the doctor finally listened to me and finally got the shot that I've been asking for years. And The nurse, when I walked in there, first words out of her mouth, "Where you been all these years?" She says, "You've got a bad back. You've always had a bad back." She said, "You used to get these shots all the time." Well, then I got explained to when I was getting these shots when I was younger, I didn't know what they were. I just thought they were pain medicine because it took the pain away. Come to find out, my doctor had been pumping steroids into my back, and I had enough of it built up. That's why I could go for a long time without having back troubles. Well, yeah. So nice thing is, the back is playing a lot better. Now the knees are saying like, ah, I'll put up with the knee pain. That's a lot easier. It's funny. The back pain's gone. My diabetic numbers are getting better. I'm feeling better. It's just crazy on how that works. But yeah. Otherwise, yep. Finding stuff. I actually pulled out the 5.3 and stuck some more parts on that because I was getting tired of tossing parts around to that, and starting to wrap up some stuff around here. Yeah, it's really looking different in the shop. Roger didn't come up this week, and I didn't get to get any garbage burnt. But this week I didn't have as much because a lot of that's gone already. Roger was having fun burning all my garbage for me the last couple weeks. Want to get some castings made, are you? That's good, Greg. Yeah. And I wanted it to stay warmer so Mama Bear could have taken this stuff off. I'm ready for that to be gone. I'm ready. It's been a whole year already. Wow, it doesn't say. Well, like I said, the title of the video. Oh, I didn't get that worded right. Jeepers, I didn't. And I meant to say another month. I'll fix that. No wonder everybody popped in here. They thought some. Oh, jeepers. I didn't even. Okay. I have control. What the heck? Probably not what I want. ah. Why am I not? Oh, this stupid thing. Just a second. I gotta get it. Where? Oh, my live chat was turned off. Hey, Kurt, how you doing? What the? Yeah, that's what I thought. Wasn't what I wanted. Okay. Come on, how do I get out? Oops. What did I do here? Okay, okay. Did the title change? Because it was supposed to say. It doesn't look like it. Come on. There it goes. Now it says save changes. There, now I can go back to. Oh, jeez. No, I need to. Oh, what in the world? Oh, I don't want creators. Make one wrong click and you get lost from what you wanted to do. There we go. There, that's wow. Another month. Yeah. Okay, that's better. Everybody, that's why everybody popped in here. They probably thought, who died now? No. Yeah, getting lost and stuff, that's for sure. So, Kurt, how was your trip? Did you get snowed out? Hopefully not. Got the dirt motor. I'm going to probably finish up tomorrow and hopefully have that running Tuesday, if not later tomorrow. I don't know. See, I have to see this week's going to be a rough week again. There's days I get up and I wonder why am I even doing this anymore? But gotta have something to do. Gotta have something to do. But yeah, we got the 5.3 out. Got some more parts on that. Oh, that's good. I'm glad the snow didn't stick for you guys. I seen something that would be cool to have, and I guess they made it out of foam. Is full size foam engines for using for mock up in cars and stuff. Oh, okay. That would be handy to have. Have a small box Chevy and one of these new Vortec, new 5.3 LS motors. One that would be handy to have. I just seen that. I know they're out there. I know there's plastic models of them, but one I seen today on a TV show was foam. I thought, wow, that's cool. So, yeah. Otherwise, yeah, it's just been dealing with a lot of stuff not getting done on time. Like I got put on the back burner with a lot of stuff, and there you go. Oh, well, here. I mean, I can actually walk out of the office without breaking my neck. I can get around. I can get back to that back corner now again. Uh, and I got all this room in here, so I mean, I'm actually able to use my Harbor Freight cart that wife bought me a few years ago, the one I built. There's the 5.3. And what I want to do with the 5.3 is I never did get the cam that I wanted for this. So I've got a stock replacement cam. I'm going to take these Flotex, put them back in the box. And I got a set of Pontiac G6 heads that I had picked up from a guy that were supposed to be all done. And I'm just going to build it as a stock replacement for one of the pickups. The 377's on hold right now. Oh, you guys, let's see. You guys down here. There we go. 377's on. Oh, cheapers. I thought I had a. Haha, here we go. I'll move this. Bear with. There we go. 377's back on hold for right now. I got to decide which heads I'm going to actually do on that one. Changed my mind a couple of times with the heads there. Yeah, it's off, just off camera. Dark motor is pretty much in a long block form. I gotta, and that's what I kind of did this weekend. You know, busted butt on the Tahoe, and I've done some other things. And actually, the other day I wasn't supposed to lift anything for 24 hours, which I didn't. I was good. Wife didn't want to leave me out here, and I'm like, well, that's a good thing I did because I had to go get the Tahoe because the fuel pump line come off. I slept in the chair for about 3 hours, and so I just stayed out here and I'd look at things and then clean up but yeah, I've gotten quite a bit of stuff out of here and got a lot of room back. So tire machine, I think I'm going to get a hold of the guy and tell him to come and get that out of here. I'll take it back to him. I'm not fixing it. It's for what it's going to cost to fix it. Yeah, it ain't worth it. So, kind of about doing a rebuild on it, but yeah, I got enough other stuff to do. Waiting for this weather to stay. Okay, you've been keeping busy then, Greg. Yeah, that's right, Matt. That's a good bacon. BLT. Been looking at a couple of benches too. Oh, and cleaning up. Let's see if I get him there. I don't know. Oops, oh, come on, quit flopping around. See how the cat's acting so strange? Well, that's a food dish that's got a pop bottle or whatever container that you can find that you can fill up with water. I've been drinking so much water, and I got tired of him running out of water. And then when he runs out of water, he finds my hand wash jugs, dumps them out all over the place. So, hey, set him up with that. Well, he must have finally drank enough out of it that day, and it gurgled. That cat about cleared the bench. Oh, hey, Ohio. No, not too bad. Doing a lot better than what I was. That's for sure. Back's playing nice. So, yeah, since water bottle gurgled, he's been terrified of that thing, but he's finally in there eating. But, yeah, if that thing gurgles when he's next to it, he about clears the bench. But, hey, Calvin, how you doing? Doing pretty good. Doing a lot better here. It's nice to stand up from a chair and not have my back tell you no. Just now the knees and otherwise. Yep. Oh, the 6-inch rod motor that's going together pretty good. That's what I was getting up to. I finally just took this weekend and I really haven't. I've done stuff, but I haven't done stuff. Kids want me to work on the Tahoe. I'm like, no. I'm just. I gotta have some time to myself, and then dealing with the issues with Squirrel's car, and then finding out it got hit, and went to make sure where she was working it didn't happen there, and there was no marks in the gravel. The car wasn't slid. There was nothing and nothing on the ground, and her car was fine yesterday. So I'm pretty sure about 2 o'clock this morning when it happened, and I should have looked out. Like I said, I thought it was a neighbor across the street coming home from his band gig he does because it sounded like a bunch of people getting out of the car. Maybe it wasn't. So at least they missed Snowball. They didn't hit Snowball. They sure got Squirrel's car. Hey, James. Sorry I wasn't here last weekend, but the Easter stuff overrode. Ended up eating supper and oh yeah, and Lily did good. Grandma took her to an Easter egg hunt, and she was the grand prize winner. Got a neat little toy. Well, it's not a little; it was a pretty big sized toy with a filled with candy too. And so Lily had a good weekend last weekend. So Grandma was big. Grandma was proud as could be because Lily won. She said all the other people were just nervous. They weren't even looking at what they were getting. They were looking for the grand prize winner. And Grandma says, Lily, look at this. You got the grand prize. Hey, Mike, how you doing? So, yeah, Lily was pretty. She gave Grandma a pretty good smile. So, yep. It's been good. Oh, and the kids' Ford is going, bye-bye. It's out of here. Well, technically it's out of here, but it's still sitting here. But, yeah, it's leaving. I won't have a Ford. The Ford will be gone. Oh, okay, Mike. Well, if hopefully you can make it for a while, and I have no idea how long I'm going to go tonight. I mean, uh, yeah, I don't know. It just, I've been, oh man. Oh, you got rid of your pop up. Good job. Good. Maybe I should send stuff out to have you sell it for me. Yeah, my kids is listed to pick up, and guy come put money down on it today. He was going to take it, but he didn't have a way to get home, so they're going to come back next weekend and get it. Yes. So that pickup box that we went and got, I think that's going to be my new scrap trailer. This one's going 2 hours away. I won't see that one again, Kurt. That one's done. And I think they learned their lesson about buying a Ford. Yeah. And I was watching another channel today. They're rebuilding the Raptor. And the very first piece they went to, I mean, the Raptors were built within 2 years or less of each other. And the very first piece they went to transfer from the one frame to the other didn't fit. I thought, yep, Ford's keeping up the tradition. They moved a bolt hole an inch or so. Then they're like, uh-oh. But then the rest of the stuff fit. But yeah, and I'm like, come on. The Goblin? that, oh, wow, that was fast, Mike. Congrats. Glad you got her gone. Glad you got her gone. So, yeah. I think I did find my 377, my old cam lifters. They're a little dirty, a little, but they're. I'm actually going. And I've done it before. I've taken lifters apart all the way down, washed them out, Scotch brighted them up or whatever, cleaned them, put them in, and used them. So that'll help with the 377 build continued. But yeah. Hey, Ken. Yeah, it's going pretty good. Got a few people finally showing up, sticking. I didn't notice my title at first was misleading. I'm just oh, and I see the Goon Squad got bit on a car. Didn't have hardly any damage, and yeah, come to find out, it's pumping antifreeze out fast. It's pumping enough antifreeze it can't run when they filled it up the system. So yeah, now they little Toyota. I think they best send that motor off and get it overhauled. Either that or they're going to have to learn how to work on motors too. Which spice, damn it. So yeah, I've been kind of watching some videos and watching some TV shows and looking at a pile of stuff, and then next thing I know, that's what really baffles me is I know I threw a lot of garbage out, and I threw some out old iron, but I really didn't get rid of a lot in here, but I sure gained a lot of room. It's drove the cat nut. Yeah, the Lambo's almost finished. They're waiting on, I think, for the front bumper. And they're going to do a complete paint job, so. Yeah, I got my knees fixed. Maybe I'll be back to moving like I was about 4 or 5 years ago. And that's the thing. The guy warned me after giving me the shot back. He says, well, this is a steroid. It might mess with your diabetic numbers. And I've had the best numbers I've had in a long time the last few days. Yeah, well, those are mechanicals that I got there, HRM. And hello, by the way. Those are mechanicals. Um, and being that's a used cam and I have motors for me, and I've done it with my stuff before. I've put used lifters back on. Used cam. Uh, Worst thing is, what are you going to have to do? Take it down and re-ring it and bury it? I don't care. Yes, I've been talking to Iron Man. Um, I talked to him the last couple of days. He's doing fairly good and was supposed to go for a CAT scan, but something happened and they had to reschedule the CAT scan. But hey, King of Cans, how you doing down there? I suppose you're going to report in with the high temps here tonight. Everybody else is getting freezing and snow and oh, but yeah, I don't know. Here, James, I don't know, and King, I tell you, I showed everybody else, but I've got a lot of room. I can get all the way back in that corner now. I can get back to my shelf. I'm doing a lot better there, HRM. Making room in the shop, and it's okay. Let's see. There's the 6 inch, 327 hiding behind it. 5.3, I even dug that out and done some work on that. There's the 377. And the orange block's the 383. I still got to get a different set of rods for that. I cannot bring myself to grind on those rods. And I'm actually getting to where I've thinned out a lot of boxes and starting to kind of look like a shop in here again. Let's see. 97, yeah. Yeah, we had 70-degree weather, then went down the, cold. I just do not remember weather like this when I was a kid. I remember running around t-shirts and sweating my butt off. So, and then I seen 101. Yep, I figured you're going to be reporting with the high temps. I watch. It's just a 6. And I see his town got hit with a tornado within the last couple of days because he posted a video, and there was a Texaco gas station that's pretty much completely gone. His new shop almost got it too, and that'd be my luck. Probably get my new dream shop, and tornado comes through and takes it away. Yeah, that'd be my luck. I just do not remember weather like this when we were kids. Maybe it was the fact that it wasn't so easily reported like it is nowadays. Maybe it was that bad. Hey, Alan, how you doing? 101. Wow. That's a little warm, King. Hopefully your AC's working. What's the best rod cream? Well, what are you planning on doing? Just a daily driver, or you? What are you planning on doing with it? Oh boy, you got that right, John. Oh, hey, ouch, King. Ouch, 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 ouch. Who's that? Hey, Ryan, how you doing? Yeah, I don't think we got a bunch of global warming coming on. I think we got another ice age coming. Really sucked that we had the freeze warning last night because apple tree was looking good. So I was thinking, all right, we'll have a bunch of apples for Mama Bear to make apple crisp. But now I have to see how the tree fares. My sister on the other side of the state, she was like the same thing, but they got a good snow cover, so maybe the snow cover might help them. But we had no snow cover here, so it'll be interesting. Should be sitting here with the shop door open and uh the fans going, but sitting here in a long sleeve shirt and chilled. Wow. 200. I wish ours was that cheap. Ours was running about 400, 400 a month. Yeah. Yeah. We got, oh, yeah. Yeah, these electric companies are, for the amount of people and the amount of money they're raking in every day. Yeah. Yeah, I looked. Everybody told me we're supposed to have rain all week, and I looked at the forecast. Tomorrow's decent. I think chance of Tuesday. No, tomorrow Tuesday's decent. Chance of rain Wednesday. Yeah. Oh. Well, there are so many choices now. Any more? You call that a tweet? And what I've been messing with, it seems like the scat stuff with sealed power pistons have been doing pretty good. I kind of like the Keith Blacks, but not many do. But I've had good luck with them. Um, yeah, I kind of like the Scat stuff. Pistons, like I said, Seal Power, Speed Pros, and Keith Blacks are the ones I like using. Uh, and like I said, I'm sitting here still looking. There's some stuff I'm like thinking about tossing, and then I'm like, oh yeah, there's a couple of reasons why I've kept it, but I don't know. There might be more going out of here yet. It just, uh, yeah, JE Pistons, they're a good one too. Those are a good one, and that's my saying. Good parts come with a good price, and that's JE mainly, and yeah, that's why it kind of depends on what you're going to do with it. I mean, you can put all the name brand stuff in it, but if you're never going to be on it, yeah, you got a bulletproof motor, but you could have done a bulletproof motor for a lot less and put some money into the vehicle in other places. So it just depends. Like I said, the 377. I'm putting a got a new setup and I'm putting a used cam in it. Well, that's um, if things change. I mean, if things could around, then I might go ahead and get a new cam and lifters for the 377. But I actually want to hear the actual cam. But I might break down instead of cleaning these lifters and finally get a new set of solids. It's just a lot of things are changing, and some are not in a good way, and some I have no idea what to do next. So, um, yeah, I just, I just, so I just work on the motors, and I gotta get a hold of the piston manufacturer for the 406. They keep talking about a support ring for the bottom groove, and I cannot find any ring sets with that. I even looked up the ring set that it suggests, and I haven't had any luck finding it. So I don't know. Hopefully, if I can't use those pistons, then we'll find some other 40 overs and build something else out of it. But yeah. So yeah, it's been nice being able to work outside again, and I want to get that Trailblazer done for Roger. Get that out of here. Yeah, the Chinese. You probably want to keep her about 9-1 for 87. About a 9-1. Could almost might be pushing it 10-1, but yeah, between 9 and 10-1 would be good there. Let's see. I had a thought and I lost it as fast as it come in. Sorry about that. Hmm. I don't remember what I. Well, we'll think of something else. Oh. Uh, well, where did that thing? Oh, there it is. Didn't know I had a music box in my drawer. I had some wrenches here in the drawer, and that's a little too fresh there, Mike. This is just something weird. I noticed it's not worth it, but I got all these wrenches laying in here on styrofoam, and the other day I threw something in there, and I heard that, and I was like, "What the heck?" Yeah, you didn't know you had a music box in your toolbox, so and even the small wrenches it'll work. So Yeah, that was one of those. That's how bored I've been that I'm like, I have to figure out. I'm no musician by any means, but kind of amazing that you find out how metal rings when you can support it like that. Too bad I couldn't. Hey, maybe that's what I'll have to do. Rig up a toolbox like that and take it to school and have Squirrel play it. Tell the teacher, here you go, have the toolbox play. Uh, yeah, yeah, that's kind of what it. Yeah, the xylophone. Yeah, that's it is strange. And here's a good old school Craftsman, and that thing has a different ring to it. So, uh, no, I don't have free time. I just sitting here spacing out, and like I said, I wanted to notice it, but I threw something in there, and I'm like, what? And I like started tapping around. Well, I use this little reamer, so that's a hardened steel bouncing on there, and I know it's totally random, useless junk, but it just Blue Points. Okay. Oh, and I do like the King racing bearings. I upgraded the 6-inch motor to the King racing bearings. I think I'm going to start using the King racing bearings on everything. I really liked them. They looked really, really good. There you go. um, they fit good. They felt good, and they're made just a little different. And yeah, so I'm going to be kind of anxious to see how this does. And that motor, it actually turned over a little easier with the racing bearings than I did the other ones, and the other ones were good bearing too. What were they? They were. Come on, sure. I want one to see what it is, and no, it's me. Although I used Federal Moguls. I used Federal Moguls the first time. The time I went to the King Racing Bearings. Oh, you drug home a Ford, huh? A 2-ton anchor. Must be a big stationary diesel you drug home or something. Yeah, the King bearings, everything specked out like it was supposed to, and interesting to see that motor produced 100. Boat that needs to drop weight. Oh, okay. Uh, yeah, it's specked out good and everything. I'll be interested to see if we can. Last time it was built, it was carrying up to 100 pounds of oil pressure. I want to be. I think it will still do just as fine. Throw it overboard. Oh, so yeah. I got a couple of steel cranks. I wish I might have talked to my father-in-law. He had an old boy that would weld up these steel cranks with a wire welder, just like what I've got, and he would never pre. He said he never preheated them. I don't know how you could do that, but the thing about a true steel crank is just a chunk of steel. Uh, that's if I can get that done. I've got a couple of steel cranks I want to weld up and have them remachined. What was it? Oh, gotcha. There. Okay. Yeah. Hey, Paul. Yeah, this one. Well, we kind of had some. I know uh, Canada's flooding up by one guy, and one of our fellow YouTubers. He's kind of freaking out because the water's coming up, and he's right next to the big river, and they may not have enough sandbags to save everything. So, which is kind of scary. You know, if I'm going to lose everything, I guess I'd rather have a tornado come in and do it. That way, it comes in, tears it down, it's gone. A flood, you come in, you go in, you start digging through, and you're like, "This is soggy. This is what you need to say this." But with a tornado, that's pretty. Sometimes a tornado will just leave you a clean slate, and you ain't gonna ever see anything you owned again. So, I've had uh, I had a choice. I guess the tornado coming in and taking everything to the ground and spreading it all over the countryside. I'd rather have that than a flood. I don't know. Fire would be another nasty way too. Then you have absolutely nothing. I guess with a tornado, you might have a chance of finding a few pieces of your stuff, but if all the cast iron and all the nice sharp things I got out here, I think I'd go hide in the ditch instead of staying in this building. This stuff gets a twirling and be like going through a car shredder at a junkyard. It'd probably beat itself all up. Dang bugs. What, cat? Did you decide your food bowl was safe to eat out of now and drink? Okay, that's good. Dang little gnat flying around my face here. So yeah, tomorrow, like I said, hopefully get out here early, get going on the dirt motor, and get the 327 off the stand. Which that's kind of another reason I've been cleaning. I got to finish the one little storage stand so I can put the 327 on that and get it off to the corner. I can put the dirt motor up on there and get her filled up and broke in. I even sent one of the guys a message, but I haven't seen him yet. So, well, out here, you can pick up from $50 to $300, depending on what they are or what's been done to them. Sometimes you're better off to buy a whole complete motor, and most of the time, $150 to $300 gets the whole complete motor. So it's it varies a lot. I've had a couple of motors that machine work was done, and I couldn't find anybody to take them. Uh, so it just seems like I don't have very good luck getting stuff sold when I'm trying to sell it. He said the kids finally got their Ford sold. The guy was nice, showed up. Thought he was going to take it today, but no. The 377, I want to hold on to it. Life might dictate on what happens with that too. Um, I really want to keep the 377, but I really don't know. The YouTube's ads was doing pretty good. And now I notice been checking that dropped again. So I don't know why. I can get a month or two of real good, and then poof, it drops. So I'm not sure. So the plan right now is to keep the 377, but yeah. The camshaft will go to 80,000, and my old 377, I turned that 8,500. That had home polish beam polish rods in it, good rod bolts, redone everything. But this time, I'm going floating pins, aftermarket rods. So I don't know. We'll see. And then my buddy reminded me I forgot about it, but yeah, I did, and I can't remember why I did it. But I guess my other 377, I used a big block Chevy oil pump in it. I'm like, that's right, I did. But I don't remember the reasoning behind putting the big block oil Chevy oil pump in it. Uh, I just don't remember why I did that. Sucks getting old. Some stuff you think you would never forget, you start forgetting. Yeah. So yeah, the cam's good to about 8 grand. I think it's 3,500 to 8 grand is where that cam works. Longer body. What do you mean by a longer body, Matt? Oh, good job, Jake. That's pretty good. Ah, okay. Sorry. Sinuses. New I don't like that new CPAP machine. It tattles on you. I didn't use it for 2 days because I was out of distilled water, and when it doesn't have water in it, I don't sleep worth a damn. And phone, they called me and said, "Hey, what's wrong? Why isn't you using your machine?" I'm like, "Oh, jeepers!" So got the water and started using it again. Went back to my old CPAP, and I don't know. I really don't know why they thought I needed water. But, yeah, yeah, a lot of this. Well, like I said, the 377. If I can get the 406 and the 383 down the road, then the 377's got a really, really good chance of staying here. Um, I'd really like to get going. Really would like to have something running to where Squirrel could take something to her graduation and prom next year because it's her last, and that's the last child for me. Uh, let Squirrel show up with something that rattles and oh yeah, oh the bigger yeah we were talking about that. Yeah, I think and I think the with the more big block, it's got more. Yeah, like you said, the more fins, it's a smoother turning pump too. So 3,500, that's not bad. That ain't bad at all, Jake. And that's where people we're coming a mail order society. If it don't come from a book, you can't do anything. And that's the sad thing. We're running out of people that are willing to get their hands dirty and figure out how to modify things. Uh, that's the sad thing. It's not what you built anymore. It's hey, look what I bought out of the book. Well, where's the excitement in that? I mean, I like one old boy told me. He says, you know, you may be fast, but there will always be somebody faster than you out there. And watching Cletus, he should have had that one guy the other night, and he missed the third 3-4 shift. I mean, you never know when a cable's going to break, a bolt's going to break, a ring's going to break, a carburetor's going to fail. You never know, but yet you can't run around saying you're the fastest thing in the world, and uh, somebody else will get you. 2,500 pounds. Oh, the old 78 Malibu. Mama Bear had one of those, and I guess one of her boyfriends before her stole it from her. That would have been a cool little car to have. Now, those 78 to 80 Malibus, I didn't mind, but the 78 to 80 Monte Carlos, I just never got into those. I had a couple, but I just never got into them. Oh, okay. That makes sense with the CPAP. That's right, Ohio. We don't have enough skilled laborers or people knowing how to fix things. We got to get the trades back into these schools. We got to start teaching this stuff again. Because otherwise, pretty soon we're going to have a whole bunch of architect and buildings that are going to need upkeep, and nobody's going to know how to fix anything. Instead of squabbling over what the president's done and everything, we should be getting back to teaching everybody the basics: how to change a tire, how to fix your car, how to build with your hand, work with your hands, how to add on to your own house without having to pay somebody. I mean, it's just yeah. Everybody thought the '70s were bad. You know what? The '70s are looking pretty damn good compared to what's going on in this world right now. It's just I've ran into the young kid that was talking about coming out here and learning some of this stuff. He, you're right. You're right. They have no clue. There's going to be a whole generation here. Right? They can't read a tape measure. They can't. I mean, a few years ago. Hey, Sean, get it lighter, yeah. What kind of transmission you running in there? What stall are you running, Jake? And are you running a quarter mile or eighth mile? Yeah, I mean, Squirrel. I've taught her how to jump batteries, jump cars, and her and her friends one day about having me ready to pull my hair out because they weren't listening to what I was saying, and all I could hear is, "Well, you hold this on here," and I'm like, "That's not how you do it." Yeah, they got strong thumbs. Yeah, strong thumbs. Like I said, when I walked away from quarter mile, 3,500 stall, well, yeah, Squirrel cannot read the clock. She cannot. If I show her my watch, if she goes, "What time is it?" If I had a watch on, she can't read it. She can't. I'm like, really, kid? I 40 over 6 inch. Well, what version are what are you going for 6 inch? Are you using 350 stroke or the 400 stroke? That'll make a difference too. Yeah, the stall that we had in my buddy's Cutlass, that was supposed to be a 4,000 350 stroke. I don't think so. I don't think I got any. I think everything I got's for like a 383 or 377. So, yeah, I don't know. 240 over motors is at 406 and 6 inch. Now I don't. Yeah, and Squirrel makes the comment that when I'm watching drag racing videos or like watching Cletus and they're racing those car, uh, uh, she's like, "Dad, I want to do that." I said, "Get your butt out here and start learning, and maybe we can put something together." You seen her lately? Uh, my oldest is driving me nuts too because I really tore myself up doing the gas tank, the fuel pump in the Tahoe by myself, but I got it done. Now week later, the fuel line come off for some reason. So I got to figure out if the nipple on the fuel pump is not big enough that it's catching the lock, because I know I had that lock on there and I tugged on it. But yeah, I tore myself up pretty hard. I couldn't walk. I couldn't hardly walk. That's one reason the video's backed off, because basically I've just been sitting out here, sitting in the chair, couldn't move, and until I got the shot the other day. When I see my doc, I'm going to tell him, I wish you would have listened to me a long time ago. Because it might have made a difference when I tried going back to work a couple years ago. Because the pain in my back is gone right now. Now it's more. Now I'm feeling it in the hips, like the doctor said, and obviously the stupid knees. But I just. So yeah, and it's cold and that, and I've been fighting the cold, and I wish I would have kept my 49-inch. Now I had one left, and I should have kept it, but I don't know. I had pretty good luck with my GM 10 bolt with the 373 gears, and I just come across those time slips. 373 gears. Tires were Drake Slicks. I think they were 26, 28 inches tall. I can't remember. 350 turbo with the 377. We ran the 8th mile at 966 at 95 mile per hour in the 8th, which I was pretty good. I was happy with it. That was fun. So that was our fastest one. I just heard something ding. So yeah, it's kind of why I got the Brown Monty. I'm thinking about, I'd like to put a full interior and have it like it, but the last time I had that car at the track, they said you come back and keep running those times, you're going to have to put a cage in it. So maybe that's what we're going to have to do: get a cage and do up the Brown Monte Carlo, put a cage in it, and put plastic glass windows in the side and get a windshield in it, and we'll have some fun. The way they were cranking out those cars back in the day, I didn't think we'd ever run out of the Monte Carlos or the Grand Prix, Regals, Cutlasses, anything. But boy, that stuff was sure disappearing fast. Okay, 49. That's pretty good. Yeah, I had the 373s with the big. I want to say they were 28-inch tall tires. They barely fit in the wheel well. 749. Okay, and once I got the timing corrected, yeah, then we smoked that one Drake Slick the entire run. Yeah, John, I know that would be a nice thing to do, but the cars I got sitting around here are pretty rough. Need some more parts, and I know I've had it suggested to me by other guys. They like the builds, but they want to see the end results. That wasn't uh, no nothing wrong, John. Uh, and I would like to get to the point where I'm running one of my own motors and something I own, and we're going to the track or going out on the highway, just beating every living snot out of it. It'd probably make a difference, but doing this stuff, it takes a lot of money, a lot of money. I've looked back and I'm like, how did I get to this point yet? But yeah, so I've had this plan. I've tried to get it going, and there for a while had a pretty good following. The donations were coming in and all that. And the support was there, and it's just like my personal life. I'm back to being out in left field. Nobody's checking on me. Nobody's getting a hold of me. And a friend of mine last night I was talking to, he said, "Well, you got me." I said, "I know, but I'll pick up the phone and go text some of you guys I've been talking to." And I pick up the phone. I'm like, "Well, I don't want to bug them." Or, or I send a couple of texts. "Okay, Kurt, take care and have a good one." It just, I don't feel like, I don't like feeling like a bother to somebody, but so I've just kind of been here in my own little world. And like I said, even the family, until they need something, I don't hear from my own family. Uh, so I've just kind of been dealing with things on my own and scratching my head and got some other issues trying to take care of. I know, John. Thank you. I'm trying to. It just, that's why I really want to hear this 377 run again. I don't want I want it running, but I don't want to just slam it together and screw it up. Uh, that was the thing. I almost freaked out. I got to look back on the video to see where I was on the 377. Uh, what do you mean by a bandsaw? A metal cutting one or a wood one? I don't know if I got my wood one. I don't remember if I kept any of my woodworking bandsaws or not. I've got the little lay down metal saw. But, yeah, couldn't find the. I can't find the box that my main studs came in for my 377. So either a Lily snuck them out the door the other night when she got my shop rigs burnt, or Roger grabbed it and burned it. But I finally found the sheet that, so those main studs are. Uh, yeah, I got a little metal one. I got it from oh god, it's out in Nebraska. Jesus. Oh, jeepers creepers. I built him a motor. Oh, what the heck was his name, guys? Had the tow truck, the motor went in. God bless him. His real name was John. What the heck was his channel name? Ah, anyway. Yeah. Chop Shop. God, what the heck? Oh, there was Chop Shop Underground and Anyway, yeah, John down there in Nebraska. I got a little Sears Craftsman metal saw from him. Got her all tuned up and got some new blades in it, and works pretty good. So yeah, I got some projects. And I got a tubing bender. I've got a tubing notcher. I've got the wire welder. Really like to get my hands on a TIG welder. I haven't had enough experience with maybe Greg or, yeah, Chop Shop Underground. Okay, thank you, thank you. God, I can't. I guess I haven't talked to him in a while. Greg might be a better one to ask about horizontal bandsaws like that. I haven't had experience with them. Uh, so I don't know. Anybody out there that's had a metal cutting bandsaw, if you got any suggestions for a good one for him, let him know. I know the welding shop. Oh, they got some nice ones. Looking back, I should have said, "Hey, give me that one," and I won't say nothing. Uh, had one on a display at the welding shop, and I was walking out the door, and the guy said something to me, and about that time, the handle on that was sticking out, and they didn't have anything on it protecting it. Uh, I, 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 they were kissing my butt there for a few minutes because the blood was running down my arm because I caught, and the way the machine was made, they didn't round it off. It was just straight cut and curled in a handle and it still had the sharp. Oh, that laid me open big time. They were really worried there for a few minutes. I said, "Don't worry about it." I said, "Give me some damn band-aids. That would be a hand." And so they finally found some band-aids for me. Come on, guys, help me out here. Your display just gouged my arm good. We got out to the truck, and the wife's like, "What the hell happened to you?" I said, "Oh, caught one of the machines on the way out the door." Went back in there a few days later. Guess what? They had that moved up against the wall. Yeah, imagine that. Am I going to build a slingshot? Well, Sean, the 377, if I go with my 82 heads I was thinking about, it's only going to be a 9-1. If I go with the set of double humps, I want to make an exact duplicate of what I had, then it will be a 10.5 to 11-1 motor. So, yeah, oh yeah, the jet one, that ain't too bad. So, yeah, so in order to get my double humps done, I got to get some more valves and guides and screw in studs and guide plates to match the head. I got one of each. Oh yeah, I've had some jet stuff over the years. Well, Grizzly, I everybody cussed Grizzly, but all my woodworking stuff and that was Grizzly, and I had really good luck with that. I really missed my woodworking shop. I'll drop it. Yep. Yeah, Grizzly. I don't know until we start getting all these machines made here back in the U.S. I don't know. Dual. Oh, that's a name I haven't heard for a while. So yeah, like I said, I sit here and look around. I just cannot get. Oh, okay. I really can't get over all the room I've gained. I should actually build a little table for my sandblasting cabinet so I can start using that again. But that didn't come from Harbor Freight. That came from another store. Kind of wish I would never got the thing because it. Yeah, I can't see through the plexiglass glass anymore. Um, Even with the shop vac on there, you just can't see in there. I've tried different media in there and that, and just no luck. But it's handy, I guess. You just get the feel for the part and just blast in the general direction. So, when it works, it works. Yeah. Even got a new harmonic for the 6-inch motor too. I almost goofed. The one that first one I was looking at wasn't rated for enough RPM. I found this one that was rated for 8 or 9,000 RPM. I'm like, okay, that'll work. I didn't realize they had that many different choices in harmonic balancers anymore. Jeepers. You know, back when I started doing this stuff, you either ran OEM or you didn't go aftermarket because a lot of this stuff didn't exist. And now there's so much of it, and now we got all the possibilities of building your own. There is such a good selection in aftermarket now, but we're running out of people to know how to use that stuff. I guess, yeah. The so-called crate builders, I guess, can keep doing it. Oh man. So yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do for next. Yes. We're going to get to take a trip that not many people can say they can never have done. And actually, I don't know of anybody that can say. I just on the 377, I just had him get it equal on both sides. We didn't set an amount to take off, and actually, he did pretty dang close. It's almost zero decked. But anyway, back to what I'm thinking about. We're going to be able to here very soon to take a trip back in time. I've got a vehicle that's coming in that's got one of my old motors in it from back. We figured it up. It's about 21 years old. 21 years ago, I rebuilt this motor. And in this motor, it's got a set of factory forged pistons that my father in law, which wasn't my father in law at the time, had found in a motor that came in for a rebuild. And they were factory forged pistons with the factory GM number on them. I ended up with them. And there's another set of 327 forged pistons. And they were not in spec anymore. They were a little collapsed. So yeah, we're young, dumb, and I got a vise right here. A buddy of mine says, "Let me see those pistons." He come over to my vise, stuck them in the vise, no wristbands, cranked down on them, kept measuring them. We got them all back in shape. Didn't say anything to the father-in-law. Took them back up and said, "Hey, check these pistons for us." And he says, "Hey, they're perfect." He didn't recognize. He didn't put two and two together. And I said, "Okay, well, loosen the wristbands and we're going to use them." So he did. He put them up and fed them to the little blocks. And the 327 never got ran. I ended up selling that. But this 350 ran. And that's been running for 20 years. 21 years. Because I built this in 99, and that was the first vehicle that I had in here to put the motor in. So, yeah, going on 20 years. 21 years. God, I can't. Anyway, and it's still running. And those were a set of pistons that were squeezed back to the proper size, and the block that we used was a good standard, and put them in, and it's still running. Still ain't using any oil. He says it leaks more than it uses, and it set all winter. And he hit the key on it the other day, cranked over for about 6 times. She fired right up. Set all winter. And that motor there, when I first put it together, he kind of complained about it using oil, and I had a brand new intake on that, out of the box on the motor. And they're like, talk to the father-in-law. He's like, "Well, it sounds like it's sucking oil." I'm like, "How? It's a brand new intake." So he finally convinced me to take it back off. Took that intake to the father-in-law. And my God, that intake, brand new out of the box, was so far out of spec. He resurfaced the intake, put the intake back on with the same carb, same distributor, same everything. All we did is pull the intake, put it back on, and that truck went from being a pooch to roasting all 4 tires on the 4-wheel drive. The owner says, "Well, I thought you just fixed the intake, not put another motor in it." I said, "That's the same motor." He goes, "What?" I said, "That's what a leaky intake can do." Okay, so yeah, so that's going to be coming in here hopefully this week, next week, and then we can tear into that and see what one of my motors from 20 years ago looks like now. So yeah, so that's going to be a little bit of a series coming up. That's right, John. You get, yeah. So yeah, be interesting to see what I find in there. And that was used as a coyote hunting truck. And that motor, I'm really surprised it lasted 20 years as a coyote hunting truck. Tradably. What, what are you trading blade there, Greg? I missed something. I yeah, kind of made my day when the guy stopped in and said he's ready to get rid of the truck, and I'm like, okay, I'll be up to get it. So I just got to get up there and get it. Old square body too. And one of my buddies like, let's fix it up. Let's fix it up. I said, there's not much left of that old body. The 4x4 shackles are bent one direction. The springs are bent. The box side is ready to fall off to one side. And I'd hate to know how many different directions that frame has been after all the farm terrace and cornrows that thing's bounced over. Uh, oh, I remember when they used to do that. I don't think they do that around here anymore. I don't think they do that around here. Oh, and I just seen a video now too that they're coming out with metal cutting blades that are safe to use for with your 7 1/4 inch circular saws. And boy, there's a heck of a difference in the blades nowadays too. I mean, I can't remember the name of the brand, but it out. Oh, Frood doing really good. So yeah. Now I know I've been watching Power Block TV or Power Nation or whatever that is with this TV. It's giving me some crazy ideas, and I thought, oh, this old 4x4 is all bent to hell anyway. Throw the body away on it and build my own tubular body roll cage on it and make it a farm beater. I don't know. Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah, I used to use. Well, they used to have a paneling blade that was really fine for cutting that old wood paneling. I'd put that in the saw backwards and right through the plastic. It's funny that you can cut plastic and soft metal with a blade backwards, but if you tried going forward, it just rips it all to hell. Don't ask me how I know. My neighbor found out the hard way too. I'm sitting there in his bathroom with a Q-tip trying to get the metal hook out of his eye from a shaving. And he had safety glasses and everything on. We got it. Hey, well, hey, Jerry, how you doing? So, yeah, I've had some ideas and want to do some crazy stuff, but just can't get it done. Not yet. Maybe this year. That's the other reason I'm kind of getting the five more done on the 5.3 here. I want to get that gray truck going. No, I haven't, Matt. I want to get that gray truck going because if crap keeps happening in the squirrel's car, she's going to need another vehicle here soon. And she drove Dad's pickup the other day, and she really liked that better than the car. She said so. I don't know. She's been looking at pickups and some old cars, and yeah, tell the kid just like everybody else, you start saving your pennies. And nowadays, kids look at you like, oh, you just told them to, yeah. I did the handheld grinder with a 7 1/4 inch blade. Woo! Yeah. I can't remember what I had to do. I had to get in to cut something, and I couldn't get in there. And I put on my welding gloves and something else, and I put put a circular saw blade on my grinder. Yeah, it had an electric brake on it. No, I haven't, Calvin. I haven't. I haven't really been around the computer since you told me. I should get on that. Or no, my luck, I probably missed it. But no face shield. Oh Jesus. Oh yeah. Note to self too: if you got a brand new blade and it's got the little plastic strip on, make sure you remove that before you hit the button. Don't ask me now. I know why. Oh Jesus! I think I would have rather been shot. Yeah. That, and now I see they got the little chainsaw grinder attachments for like guys use for sculpting and that. And I'm like thinking, boy, that ever got out of your hand? Yeah, better have speed. Tim Allen wouldn't be doing good with that thing. They'd just have to have him do his shows at the hospital for him. But, yeah, I feel a lot more confident with the 6-inch motor. I wish I could have got him talked into putting in new bolts last year, but it's just amazing the difference between torquing down with ARPs and versus stock. You just could feel the clamping pressures a lot better. So yeah, I'm surprised Mama Bear didn't join us tonight. Then again, she's probably waiting for the officer to get there about Squirrel's car. I put my steel crank in the 377. I had a cast crank that was done up too, but I liked how the steel looked compared to the cast crank. The cast crank, actually, I need the mains are okay. It needs to be set off and have the rods turned because I don't know where it happened or when it happened. Um, the rod bolt got into one of the throws. I ran my finger over. He said he polished it off, but it just didn't feel right, so I didn't trust it. I'll have to remind me about that, Matt. I'll check him out later. You know, that's that thing. I mean, I've got one, two, three, oh yeah, four, 5 sets of stock rods around here. And nothing to use for them. Man, I had those 4 pink rods. Now I don't know where I went with those. I don't know. Now I only had 4 of them, so I need another 4 to make a good set. But oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I've been watching a little bit of everything. Okay, Calvin, you take care, and I'll get checked into that. And thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I suppose Mike lost his. Oh, jeepers. Suppose that Mike lost his service. So yeah, the little this LS motor hopefully gets wrapped up, and if I use the heads I got here on the shelf, then I just need an oil pan gasket and front timing cover, and the head gaskets and the head bolts, and then I'm ready to uh, finish it up. I can't even play a video game anymore. I can't stand them. When I finally woke up and walked away from them, I just cannot stand video games. I got another buddy that's really into those farm sim games. And hey, Alan, how you doing? Hopefully everything's been good down there for you. Hopefully everything goes better for you tomorrow. Oh, yeah, that's what I've heard with the. I don't know. I just, I just, I guess I went I used the video. Maybe that's why can't stand video games. I used that as a crutch when I was having my severe depression from losing my mom, dad, and sister. Well, my sister, mom, and dad in that order. So fast. Yeah. Hey, Greg, how you doing? Matt, what do you got two boxes gathering dust of? I missed it. Yeah, that's what started happening with me on my uh, farm games. I wasn't getting crops gathered in time. I swore I seen something moving back there on my cabinet, but there's nothing up there to move. Okay, if you're going to use 6-inch rods in it, you're going to need a whole different set of pistons. You might have to do a little research on finding those pistons for the 377. Mine's a 5.7. Yeah, that's going to take some different pistons. We're getting cold last night. It sure looks like the trees are still leaving out today, so hopefully we didn't get that hard of a freeze last night. Okay, Sean. Well, you tired of that gnat bugging you too, cat? You just come out of the office swinging at something. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna miss you when you're gone because he's kept the mice out of this building. Actually, the outside cats seem to be helping with that now too. No, yeah, it just I gotta get up off this chair. Yeah, I don't know, Alan. There, I've gained a little bit of room in here. I actually can see stuff back in the corner there. Looks like there's a whole bunch of stuff up there, but I got a buddy that keeps telling me I need to get rid of the empty boxes. I'm like, well, like the rod boxes, those are handy. The piston boxes are handy, and yeah, but there's days I should get rid of that stuff. Uh been going through Mopar Central, which is also Northern Auto Parts out of Sioux City, Iowa. But lately, I'm starting to use competition products. Um, been getting some pretty good deals with them. Not sponsored by them. I wish I was, but I think that's their latest catalog. Those guys. So they they're fast shipping, good parts, and actually relatively good price. Ouch. Oh, wine bottle boxes. Yeah, that'd work. Oh, you got 350 gaskets sitting around. Okay. Motor State. Never heard of them. I do believe we lost Mike. Yeah, that's so. Yeah, Mopar. or Speedway Motor. That's the other place. My God, there's 3 places I'm using. Speedway Motors out of. Oh, okay. Speedway Motors out of Lincoln, Nebraska, and Northern Auto Parts out of Sioux City, Iowa, and then that last one, they're out of Michigan. Yeah. Problem is, Greg, there's not many of those shops left anymore now, is there? Oh man. Oh, tell you. I think if I do have my hair cut, I better have Ian sitting on my lap. I took my glasses off today, and he looked at me like, "Who are you?" That little guy sure turned into quite the little ham too. He looks around the shop like, "Oh, hey, look at what Grandpa's got." So I really hope I can get the grandkids or something interested in this stuff. So yeah, after saying I'm almost about ready to go to a philosophy on every block I do anymore is going to be decked no matter what. Yeah, I know. I did have one night I had a good seal on that, and I didn't actually use a lot of water, and I'm like, oh, cool, it can happen. It was only one night. It was only one night, so yeah. Trying to think how old my beard is because this is new from when I had my kidney stones off, the kidney stone removed. So the second surgery. I got a box that has Ohio crankshaft on it. And we brought that up once before. Oh, yeah, Summit. That'd be a good place. I suppose if that was closer for me to go, I would use that too. Hey, Rodney, I'm doing pretty good. Oh, that, oh, I thought YouTube thought that was bad. That was just Jags and Summit. One time years ago, I come home and I walked into our living room and I'm like, "What the heck is all this stuff?" My mom and dad are like, "Well, we thought you'd tell me." I'm like, "I haven't ordered this stuff." I mean, I literally walked in and there it was boxes and boxes of motor parts and everything in the living room. And I said, "Where'd this come from?" Well, delivery truck delivered it. Thinking, wow, okay. And there was no name. It had my address, but no name on the invoices or anything. I'm like, wow. It was like $1,500 worth of motor parts and carburetor. And I'm like, damn, dude. I'm starting to think, hey, I like this screw up. This is mine. A few hours later, my buddy called and said, hey, there should be some packages showing up. I said, oh, man. He's like, what? I said, so you're the one that got them. Yeah, he didn't want his mom and dad to know that he just spent a bunch of money on car parts, so he sent them to my place. I'm like, oh, man. Oh, get some good stuff coming, did you, Dave? Uh, this picture here, change the finger here. Right where the my finger is, this is where the shop I am in right now is. That's my old engine shop that's gone. But there's how much stuff I end up uh, removing from this farm. Right there's the iron pile that I talk about a couple of times. I filled 1.5 flatbeds full of iron with 6 foot sides on it. Doesn't look like much, but boy, that guy kept digging and digging and digging. Yeah, that iron come up. Like I said, that iron pile been there since 1966. It was about 30 years old when we got rid of that. Oh no, okay, no. She's well, yeah. Wow. Yeah, okay. I hadn't built the shop yet. That was just before I built it. So yeah, yeah. Oh man, it don't take long to spend money at all. Sneeze at the doctor, you spend more than what you do on your car. And like I said, camshafts costing $300 or more, and it don't take long. It don't take long at all. Yeah, that didn't take long. You got all that for $500. I think you did pretty good there, Dave. I that was a good buy. Last time I checked, it was. Yep, crankshafts are cheap. I mean, and I found out too with the scat parts, you got to watch them. They got different levels of scat parts, but it seems like they always, even the inferior scat parts, still got the good price. Yeah, the scat crank out on the shelf. That was we finally found out because got a hold of them scat and told them what was going on, why we couldn't get the dang thing balanced. They said, well, they did have somebody that screwed up at the factory. Had some cranks that were supposed to be 383 cranks, which they changed the position of the counterweights for the 383s. But unfortunately, somebody ran that batch through and ground them as a standard 350, which then, in order to use the crank, they said we were going to have to use a 380 or 400 harmonic balancer just to make it work as a 350 is how out of whack it was. Well, the other choice was having heavy metal added. Well, they have the heavy metal added and then have it balanced. I could have bought 3 of those correct crankshafts for that price. So, yeah, it's sitting on the shelf looking pretty. All boxed up and no go. Still, $500 for an intake and carburetor. That's not bad, Dave. That's that's not bad. Scat. I guess I really haven't got to test one of their scat cranks yet because the one I wanted to test ended up being wrong. So, and I had enough good stock ones around that I didn't buy one. And I was, but now I'm kind of thinking more like a Howard setup or something. Howard's just kind of got me hooked on them. Uh, so yeah, it all comes back to what you pay and yeah, yeah. And now they charge you tax on your internet purchases. I'm like, really? Oh, come on. phone company, I kind of got in with them about the, yeah, the shipping kills too if they don't, unless they say they ship it to you for free. But uh, the phone bill with the internet, and all we used, I don't know on that, Rod. I haven't tried any of those. Um, Crap, what was I talking about? I forgot. Oh man, I lost it. Actually, you call that a tweak when you have your machinist balance it. It depends on your piston weights and everything. Because what I learned with watching him trying to balance mine, there's a well his setup. There's a light that flashes, and that's where you know. And then you go over it, and then it to get it balanced. Sometimes the weight don't come out of the same counterweight. You actually had to take weight out of each counterweight and spread it out. So um, I don't know if just removing weight to try and balance it a little, make it lighter. Doing that at home, I don't think you're going to gain what you're wanting. If you want to crank like that, you're better off to probably buy one that's already a light and crank. Kelly's got a nice price with them too, but yeah, they're pretty good cranks. But, it'd probably be money ahead to buy a light and crank. But, oh wow! Dang! I just realized. Dang man. Okay. Uh, got hit hard tonight. Well, thanks to all you dislikers. Wow, there's another dislike. Wow. 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 There we go. Let's stop in, hit the dislike button left because the number went down. Ryan, I hate to tell you. Ryan, I hate to tell you if it's doing that, that sounds like what Rogers is doing. Transmission's gone. Yeah. Pull the dipstick on it. Take a look at it. And if it smells burnt, yep, tranny's gone. Needs a new tranny. Wow. Huh. Yeah, if it stops moving completely in that, its transmission's gone. Hey, there, the number's finally climbing. But yeah, that's wow. 9 people dislike. Jeepers. That's okay. I noticed the dislike. Hey, like everybody says, you start getting dislikes, you're getting famous. 4L60E that won't go in the overdrive. Start looking for a new one. Clutch packs burnt. So yeah, if you got a 4L60E that's not going overdrive, more than likely you got a burnt clutch pack. All three of them that I've had troubles with, that's what's happened there. So yeah, I had one that I added fluid and it started working. I thought, "Ooh, hey, I got it beat." Nope, that didn't last long. About a week, and then she stopped moving again. So, wonder how that works. Oh, there it goes. On the tab, I out changed and it just showed 21 likes and then one disappeared and now come back. Yep. So, I got for some 41L. Yeah. I got a few 4L60Es, but they were for 96, 7, and 8. And I've got a couple of the 2000 4L60Es, and I got the one 4L80 that I'd like to rebuild. But yeah, Mama Bear's in Snowball right now. Excuse me. Yep, there goes the dislikes again. Jeez. Oh, they ain't got nothing else better to do. What the hell? Still counts as a view. Still get paid. So thank you anyway. Oh man, those old 700 R4s. Those were when I worked at the junkyard. We replaced a lot of those. So yay. Like how people come in and think they're so good that let's see your videos. Let's see you put up a channel and run it and see how it goes. So yeah. Oh, there I lost a like. Oh well. Too bad. So sad. Actually, I got to get one and rebuild it and make sure it works again. It's been years since I rebuilt one there. Uh, I think the last time I priced out the parts alone going to be about $6 for the part. And that was going through a guy in, oh hell, where was that? Can't remember. They had kits there. So, oh man. YouTube's such a great life, ain't it? Oh, anyways, 4x4 training. Okay. Need more popcorn. There you go, Matt. uh, oh, then I seen Monster on the one show I was watching today. I guess Monster offers a transmission kit and a box for home. Well, I don't know what year the show was put out, but evidently Monster's got a one that you can uh, rebuild your own transmission kit with their parts. $1,500 for the Jeepers creep. Well, I know when I was pricing, I got my two for the two trucks I needed done. Since I took the guy two transmissions, he gave me a hell of a deal. He did both trannies for $700. He said, "Well," he said, you've already got them tore down, which I did, and he's like, well, he said, I'll just build them exactly side by side as I go. So he did both mine for $700, and they were a good build. It worked good. Yeah. Mr. Insane, how you doing? How you doing there, buddy? You want a pony? Well, yeah. Yeah, new clutch material and that oh god, that sun the one that keeps snapping the teeth off it. God, I want to say sun shield, but that ain't right, is it? Anyway, they've got an updated version for that. So how you doing there, Insane? Get your blood pressure under control? Yeah, sun shield. Okay. You get your blood pressure under control yet, buddy? I thought I had blood pressure issues. Well, the ads are paying, but I'm not sure how that's working. Now some of the older videos, everyone Googled that. Oh, really? I hadn't heard that in the news. I think what it is, Alan. Everybody comes by, checks me out, then never comes back and watches anything else. It just, I'm over 3,000 subs, but the videos are only getting like 200, 200 to 300 views. So yeah, everybody's not watching. Uh, Squirrel is asking me. Yeah, I think it's just the regulars that are watching. Um, yeah, just in game. Never heard of it. Yeah, I'm either at home or I'm out here. Mostly out here anymore because I don't want to be at home anymore. Tired of being in that house. That's right, Sean. Yeah, I know. I look back. I got some videos that got over 50,000 views, and I'm like, wow, what shouldn't it pay better? But I guess I'm creeping up on 2 million views already too. So too bad we didn't get paid for views. That'd be paying pretty good. But yeah, I know a lot of people have a big problem with a big guy doing stuff, and you know what? I do what I can when I can. Now, the way things are going, that's where I've been kind of leaning to. That's kind of why I'm cleaning out the shop. I'm almost thinking about emptying out the shop and come in and tear it all the way down to the studs rewire, re-insulate, re-sheetrock, redo it, and turn this into our house and move in here. I'm really, really starting to think about doing that. And then as for the shop stuff, I don't know where I would go. Oh, thanks. I know it's funny. On like I said, Christmas time it usually spikes because that's normal for that. But here the last couple months wasn't too bad, and then now I look and all of a sudden it's dropped way down again. I'm like, well, okay. And I've had some pretty good ads playing too, and I know. And I've created some playlists, so I got the playlist on the homepage. And hey Gary, how you doing? Just kicking back and I guess trying to run my voice out. Mom Bear's been having trouble with hers, and both her and I complain. Hers is down in her chest right here. It feels like I got something stuck in my throat and I can't get it up or down or whatever. And actually, I noticed the more I'm talking tonight, it's a little more I'm straining the talk. It's getting harder to talk, which, oh well. Kind of thought about doing some work tonight, but I just not feeling it. Wasn't feeling it tonight. I just, oh man. That's the other thing too. I started taking some of the videos I've put up lately with these builds, and seems like that helped drive up the viewer views. So yeah, well, Mama Bear last night too said somebody's got to look at the bottom of her foot where she had her surgery done, and I looked last night and found two pus pockets, and I ended up having to drain those for her. So hopefully that's helped her out today. Yeah, Sean, that would be kind of fun to do. But with all the holy 7 minutes of ads, wow. Okay. I think if you watch a few seconds of it, I think it counts, but I don't know. Anyway, Mama Bear had a couple of infected spots in her foot that I had to drain last night, so hopefully that's helped. Yeah. It just kind of think if I would win the lottery, if I would win the lottery, I'd still have a bunch of people. Oh man. Oh yeah. Okay, well, man. Hey, you have a good week here, and thank you for stopping by. Yeah, right now, I don't know if the ads show up after or what. Yeah, Alan, Mama Bear, she's just been having a heck of a time with that foot. And Mama Bear's just having a heck of a time with a lot of things. It just. uh, Here, I'll put it up in chat, then I'll delete it. There you go, Paul. That's an email I should be able to get stuff at. So let me know when you got it, and I'll delete that. So yeah, I hate the fact that YouTube took away the messaging part. It makes it hard to do stuff like this. Well, the one notification I got them about, oh, not everybody's using it. Well, they didn't promote it very well. A lot of people didn't even know it existed. Okay. Nope, 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 nope. I don't want to do that. I just want to go find. Yeah, give that a try, Paul. And there. Right. I mean, about the time everybody started figuring out that it was there, and then they shut it off. I'm like, really? Because then they notified, oh, we're shutting this off, and everybody's like, didn't know we had it. So yeah. Yeah. Well, guys, I'm kind of running out of stuff to talk about, and kind of actually getting a little harder to talk. Feel like I'm straining a little, but I guess we'll have to see what this week brings and what bills get done and what don't. And it's gonna be an interesting, very interesting week around here. That's for sure. But oh, what the heck? First time the tablet's done that in a while. Had a flash there for a second. But, so yeah, that's where we're at. Oh, it flashed up there. Excuse me. It is 8 o'clock, ain't it? So I guess, guys, gals, everybody, I'm gonna probably give up, go home, as the hips are bugging me tonight. I suppose the cold air is doing that. So, like I said, it's getting harder and harder to talk to. So, and Squirrel's going to be home, so I'll probably better be there when the officer shows up. So, might have to keep Mama Bear out of the hooscow. So, all right, everybody. I guess I just don't know much more tonight. They're just running out, and thank you to everybody that stopped by and hung with me. And I guess we'll go from there. And boy, as everybody's leaving, the likes are dropping. Boom, 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 boom. They're taking their likes with them. That's just funny. That is just funny. Anyway, I guess, guys, gals, everybody, y'all take care, and we'll see you later.